It's important while you're cooking to get those stretches in. You know, a little toe touch, a little that, a little that. Hey folks, I'm Dillon Carmichael, and this is Mr. Parker. This is our first ever cooking show, and we're gonna make some sweet Kentucky treats for you today. Growing up in Kentucky, a big part of what we do is cooking and eating. We're not gonna focus on healthy meals, we're gonna focus on making it good. Today we're gonna do country fried steak roll-ups with biscuits and gravy. And then I got a special little dessert for you. I'm gonna start with bacon. I like getting it where it's already kind of cut thick. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half. This is a cast iron skillet. I've cooked in this a million times. It's ready to roll. So we're gonna put some bacon in there. So the bacon is not actually a part of the dish. It's part of the dessert. But I'm gonna use the grease from the bacon later on, and I'll explain that later. So while the bacon's cooking, I've got flat sirloin steak. Looks like that. Beautiful. Wax paper. You gotta be smarter than what you're working with. We'll take some wax paper. We'll put the steak on the wax paper. One more piece of wax paper, like this. If you don't have a roller, you can use one of the hammer meat beater things, but get it real nice and flat like a pancake. We'll flip the bacon real quick. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some butter here. I'm gonna cut off about 1 tablespoon, and then I'm gonna put it in this bowl. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take some goat cheese. I'm gonna cut about 2 tablespoons of goat cheese. You're just gonna take that out. Goat cheese is real soft, so it's real spreadable. All right, so I got the butter. Cook it for 30 seconds, not 2 minutes like I just did. But right now, I'm gonna turn on medium heat. All right, so I got another cutting board here. Listen, don't mess with me with this knife. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, if you've never seen me cry before, folks, now's a great time. I'm gonna cut an onion. I'm gonna dice this onion real small. I'm only gonna use about half of this onion though. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna stop there just for a second. That bacon is done. I'm gonna set this off to the side. We're gonna use that later as well. Back to cutting up the onions real small, dicing it as small as possible. Take this jiggly thing, and you're gonna dip it in that butter, okay? And you're gonna rub that butter all over that steak. Take some of your goat cheese like this. It can be a little bit of a challenge, but just kind of work on spreading that throughout the center. Take your onions, just kind of sprinkle those over it. A little bit more butter. Take some spinach, throw that spinach in with a little bit of water, just a little bit. Just like that. You're gonna cook that spinach till it shrinks a little bit, till it gets kind of moist and warm and cooked. Nice and soft, see that there? So go ahead and take that spinach out, put it right in there. All right, this is the grand moment. Oh, just kidding, no it's not. A little pepper, a bit of salt, a bit of oregano. I'm gonna roll this bad boy up. As tight as you can. Trying to get those ingredients in there. We'll take some plastic wrap and wrap this guy up. Then we'll put it in the fridge and wait about 30 minutes. This is, in case you don't know, an egg. We're gonna crack 6 of these in a bowl. Rednecks use forks to beat their eggs. All-purpose flour. Put about 2 cups in there. I'm gonna measure it by eye. Next thing, a whole log of Ritz crackers. This is the fun part. Get in there, gotta dive in, crunch them up real good. This is gonna be the breading of the country fried steak. All right, I'm gonna grab that. Wait, just kidding. All right, let's restart. Gather, regroup, cool. I'm gonna get the cast iron skillet ready for frying canola oil. Gotta take the top off of it for it to work. Got some canola oil. I'm gonna pour just enough to where you can pretty much submerge at least half of the country fried steak roll up. We'll put this temperature somewhere between medium and high and get that oil warming up. I'm gonna want it to warm up to around 350 degrees. I got a thermometer here. In the meantime, I'm gonna grab our roll up that we had in the Frigidaire. I'm gonna dip this in the egg and get it completely covered. Next up, I'm gonna put it in the flour. Get it completely covered in flour. I'm gonna put this back in the egg, completely covered, and then into the crumbs, and completely cover it in crumbs. While the grease is heating up, the oil's heating up, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. All right, we're to the proper temperature now, 350 roughly. All right, so we're gonna take the roll up and we're gonna put that bad boy in this. So we're gonna get it frying real nice. So I put the roll up in, I let it set for about 5 minutes and then I flipped it. What you wanna do is you wanna get both sides kind of a golden brown color and then we're gonna put it in the oven. I should sing a song while it's frying. All the things I'd never do, I cook for you. We're gonna put our roll up right there on that guy. We're gonna put this in the oven for 15 minutes. So I baked the roll up. Now I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna grab some gravy here. So I'm breaking these 2 biscuits after we baked them for 15 minutes. I'm gonna put some gravy on them. Hey, it's been a fun process hanging out with y'all. If I don't look like I know what I'm doing, that's because I don't. But I promise one thing, it's full of love and it's gonna be really good.